going to ask you to breathe into your body. Connect to your heart. Open your heart. Let the Lord have its own way. Open your heart. Let the Lord have its own way. Open your heart, let the Lord have its own way. Open your heart, let the Lord have its own way. God is the stillness deep in your center. God is the love that makes your own heart beat. God is the voice sweetly singing its glory. Open your heart, let the Lord have its own way. Open your heart, let the Lord have its own way. Open your heart, let the Lord have its own way. Open your heart, let the Lord have its own way. Be in the light. God's will is the way. Let faith be your sight. Open your heart, let the Lord have its way. Open your heart, let the Lord have its own way. Open your heart, let the Lord have its own way. Be in the light. God's will is the way. Let faith be your sight. God's will is the way. We are the light. We are the way. Open your heart. Let the Lord have its own way. Open your heart, let the Lord have its own way. Open your heart, let the Lord have its own way. Thank you. Just want to acknowledge this amazing music team. You know, you come in at 8 o'clock in the morning and they make you sound good. Thank you, Petra. Thank you, Karen, for inviting me. I said this to the first service. When a minister invites you to be on their platform, it's a statement of trust. I trust you with my family, and so I'm grateful, very grateful to be here. I want to thank the African American Circle for inviting me to spend time with them yesterday. Just want to say you rock. What can I say? So the topic today is I choose me. How many of you are great at that? 6. Okay. Good topic. Good topic. So here's the thing. Let me just remind you of something. You are a magnificent expression of the divine. You are here by divine appointment. You are light, you are love, you are power, you are grace, you are an individualized original imprint. So why aren't you choosing yourselves? Okay, we'll breathe that one in. Here's the thing. We have forgotten that truth because we have been told that we are to put other people first. That's what raises the vibration. You know, that when we put other people first, you know, that's in high service. Forget the fact that we're exhausted. Forget the fact that we're giving ourselves away. But the thing is that I think that that's askew, because the truth is that your vibration is at its highest form when you are healthy, when you are vibrant, when you are vital, when you are awake. And so giving yourself up in order to give to others seems a little off to me. So think about this. If everybody in here was optimal, we would be rocking the planet, right? So what I want to say to you is that a lot of us come through these doors, these religious science doors, because we're in our stuff. We're in some kind of crisis, right? I rolled into my first one. I could barely get out of bed, right? We're in discord. So the word discord, the C-O-R in the word comes from the French, which means connected to the heart. So when you are discordant, you are disconnected to your heart, which is why I sang that song. Open your heart. Let the Lord have its own way. Let love have its own way. And the thing about that is Heart Math Institute tells us that the heart is intelligent, that it informs the brain, not the other way around. So we want to be connected to our hearts. We want to be open. You know, when you feel energy and love and connection from people, it's a heart connection. So this topic is, I wrote the book. That's the name of my book, I Choose Me, right? And I thought I was writing it for other people, but I was writing it for me. Because it's been a journey to get to loving me and honoring me and supporting me and choosing me. And the thing is that because of where I came from, I didn't know any different. My core belief was that I'm here to struggle. That's what my family thought. That's what the generations before thought. We're here to struggle. Phooey. That is a spiritual word. The thing is that why would infinite presence, God, love, life, breathe itself into you and say suffer? Does that make any sense? Which is why I didn't do well in the African Methodist Episcopal Church. Because I would ask those questions, well, how come God's so mad? So today I want to leave you with 3 thoughts that you know, we'll do more in the workshop, but I just want to leave you. And, you know, and the first thing I want to tell you is that your history does not define you. It's a blueprint. Blueprints can be shifted. It's nothing but energy and information. I'm standing up here, I'm a miraculous unfolding. Because where I came from, there's no reason I should be here except grace. 5 generations of women who've been traumatized and abused. A ton of struggle. An alcoholic father, a pedophile stepfather. I'm a miracle. And so the thing is that what I know now is because I chose it. I chose not to be in the same journey until I left the planet. The women in my family left ill, depressed, overweight. I am 30 pounds lighter than I was 4 years ago, I just want to say. And I'd love to tell you that I've arrived, but this stuff is hard. You know what I'm saying? You have to keep doing it. Oh, my goodness. So my family used to say, we are going to the poorhouse. Where is it? Nobody knew, but we were going. And so my struggle with abundance had to do with that. That belief system that kept saying, struggle, struggle. So whatever you've been through, whatever has happened to you, is nothing but information. What you do going forward is the deal. So let me tell you what Ernest Holmes says. We have within us a power that is greater than anything we shall ever contact in the outer. A power that can overcome every obstacle in our life and set us safe, satisfied, and at peace, healed and prosperous in a new light and in a new life. So the question becomes, how do you use that energy? How do you tap into it? How do you express it? How do you bring it forward? I am not unaware of the interesting planet we're living on. I'm not unaware of stuff that's going on all over the world and leaders and people struggling and bumping up against each other. But what I want you to know is they are us. Everybody breathe. They are us. We heal, the whole heals. We transform, the whole transforms. We shift, the whole shifts. It's not somebody out there that's going to get their act together. It's you. You are looking for you. Isn't that great? So the history is just information and opportunities for you to go. I remember walking into my first Science of Mind church, and I could barely get in there. There's a little black man on the stage whose name was Daniel Morgan, and he's saying, you can change your life. You are powerful. You are the captain of your ship. The African Methodist, I can't even say it anymore. African American Methodist person was in me going, oh no, you don't know, suffer, struggle. But there was a little part out here that was going, what if that's true? And then I thought, what if the buck stops here? What if I get to create something new that my family knows not of? So that led me to the second thing I want to tell you, is that you're a divine creator. You are a co-creator with Spirit. If you are an emanation of the divine, if you are an emanation of Spirit made manifest, then you are evolutionary and you are creating consistently, because that's what God does. The question becomes, what are you creating? How many of you have the same pattern that you've gone over and over again and then are surprised? Yes. I married, dated, had sex with, I know it's a church. Same person in a different body. Common denominator. Hello? She introduced that man that's my husband. He is a reflection of my shifting consciousness, people. If he had come in any earlier, I would not have recognized him, because I really like slick, crazy people. Just saying, they look good, but oh my goodness. So So creating something new is really about looking at where you come from and choosing differently. So I'm working in this company, and I've got this woman on, I've had a lot of different lives, but I'm in this corporation, and this woman is on my team, and she comes up to me relatively soon after I get there, and she says, oh, she said, you know, when you came in, you scared me. She said, because you played so big, you had so much energy. And I thought, wow, isn't that incredible that she's being so vulnerable, that she's sharing this with me. And I said, oh, thank you so much. I really look forward to working with you. What she was really telling me is that I really scared her. So she spent a long time undermining me, doing stuff that would make me look bad, you know, and I would go home and I'd complain, and I was just in it, you know, and she was the bad, horrible person. And I'm in classes, and they kept saying, what is your part in it? Well, I don't have a part. She's being me. Pray. You need to meditate on that. And this went on for a long time, and then all of a sudden I said, okay, God, show me. So I had a dream, and she's on this mound, kind of a mountain, but it was a little one, and she's standing there, and I'm standing up looking at her, and she's saying to me, this is who I want to be. This is where I want to be. And all of a sudden, I realized what she had told me that first day is that I represented where she wanted to be, but I couldn't see that in her because I was so busy looking at her behavior. So I started praying for her, that she could see herself on that mountain, that she could have that experience, right? Now, the other thing is I started saying, okay, what about me? Why did I call her in? Who does she represent? She represented the women in my family who didn't have great self-esteem, who didn't have great self-love, who were always in some kind of drama. It is no accident that I became an actress. And so I said, wow, I have to heal my relationship with women. So as I'm praying for her, I can't say that we became friends, but there was a level of respect that came in. And as for me, what I started noticing as I began to pray for myself and for women, then things started to fall away and people started to fall away. By the way, when you decide to change and choose yourself, not everybody will like it. And so I had to be willing to let people go to create space for people like Petra and Karen, women who are powerful and stand in their own power and bring forth their own gifts on the planet. Because I just want you to know this, whoever's in your life is a reflection of where you're living in this moment. And I'm going to let you breathe that one in. Because some of you aren't happy about those people. You invited them in. And how many of you have stayed too long in relationships? Some of you didn't raise your hand because you're still in it. Just saying. So here's the thing, is that you have to look at what you're saying to yourself, because here's my third point. No discouraging words here. So I was speaking at this conference, and I was really excited. You know, they gave me this suite, and it was wonderful. And in the bathroom, this beautiful bathroom, on the words, it said, no discouraging words here. And you know, that Home, Home on the Range from John Denver, Home, Home on the Range, where the deer and the antelope play, where never is heard discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Now, I live in the mountains, but believe me, I'm a city girl. And so I remember, I looked at that thing and I thought, you know, I sang that song a lot, and I never thought about what any of this meant. So then I thought, no discouraging words. Discouraging is about taking courage away from someone, lowering their self-image and the self-confidence. And I realized that part of the challenge that was going on in my life is my self-talk, that I was discouraging me. I was pulling me down. Oh, and then my judgment, I mean, I'd love to say that I'm enlightened, but no. So my judgment of other people was a form of discouraging them through my consciousness and my thoughts and what I was projecting out into the world. Holy moly. So I want to tell you this. Two things I want to tell you. Rumi says, sorrow prepares you for joy. It violently sweeps everything out of your house so that the new joy can find space to enter. Shakes the yellow leaves from the bough of your heart so that fresh green leaves can grow in their place. It pulls up the rotten roots so that new roots hidden beneath have room to grow. Whatever sorrow shakes your heart, far better things will take its place. So I'm having these revelations about myself, and I'd love to tell you that, I got into science of mind and transformation happened, and then I never had any other stuff. However, I'm in Mile High Church and in this spiritual community, and an associate minister, and I've got a huge portfolio, and I'm tired. But here's the thing. I always identified myself by what I did and what I accomplished. So I was busy, and I was managing, and I was rocking, right? I was doing all, meanwhile, more tired. So my husband says, maybe you should go have a little physical or something. So I go, right? And the doctor says, look at that number. And I said, what is that? He said, that's your adrenals. I said, okay. What does that number mean? He says, your adrenals are failing. You are about to go into Addison's disease. I'm like, whoa, what does that mean? He said, medication for the rest of your life. I said, what do I do? He said, quit your job. I said, I can't quit my job. I'm a minister. He said, quit your job, quit your life. So I go in and I say to the senior minister, I need to pull back a little. He says, okay, let's talk about this tomorrow. So he comes in the next day and he says, you're playing with fire here. He said, you are not pulling back a little. You're taking a sabbatical, a 3-month sabbatical. I go, no, I can't do that. And he goes, yes, I'm going to pay you and you're taking it. This is what I learned. The first thing I learned is I didn't know how to be still. I knew how to meditate, but I didn't know how to be still because with nothing to do, who was I? So there I am sitting in the sunroom meditating. The hour has gone by, like, now what? So during that time, I started changing the way I ate, working out more, and just really asking, what did God want me to do? And one of the things that came in was stop putting yourself down. Stop beating yourself up. Stop thinking that your validation comes from out there. Now, we teach that, people. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been doing this for 20-some years and I still didn't get it. I had to let go of the need for anything out there to tell me I was enough. Here's the deal. You're enough because you exist. There is nothing wrong with you. You are just given opportunities over and over again to choose life, to choose love, to choose to be alive, to choose to be expansive and powerful. So let's talk about self-talk. Alan Cohen says, scared and sacred are spelled with the same letters. Awfulness proceeds from the same root word as awesome. Terrify and terrific. Every negative experience holds the seeds of transformation. What are you saying to yourself? What are you thinking about yourself? What are you saying and thinking about other people? Other governments, other leaders. What are you saying? The word has power. Take those discouraging words, let them go and bring in something else into your subjective, into your consciousness that's about loving and caring. When you become the thing itself, you can only attract that in a way that will transform you. Open your heart. Open your consciousness. You know, you are in an incredible space here with all the teachings and the classes and you know, I mean, Petra and I have talked many times about her dedication to education. You're in a place that can support you in that transformation to stop thinking that there's anything out there that has power over you. You are a divine expression. What I would like for you to do in this moment is to uncross your legs and your arms and sit in your seat, sit back in your seat. Breathe in. Gently close your eyes. And just breathe into your heart. Slowly breathe in. Slowly exhale. Slowly breathe in and exhale. Breathe in love. And exhale light into this room. Breathe in love into your heart. And light into this room. And you become aware that love and light are moving in and out of your awareness and of your body temple. And repeat after me, I choose me. I choose to love me. I choose to honor me. I choose to participate in my healing. I choose to bring the best of me forward. I choose my magnificence. I choose me. Breathe that in as we move into prayer. So we step into the awareness that right here where we are, God is. That divine intelligence, that power, that grace is all pervasive, all knowing. It is deep and it is rich and it is wide and it is expansive. It is the life that we are living. It is the breath that is breathing us. It is in every single moment of every circumstance and event of life. And so we stand in the awareness that right now that we are individualized expressions of that one, and we are a consciousness of wholeness, a united consciousness that is revealing itself in extraordinary ways. And so the answer is yes. Yes to this life, yes to love, yes to power, yes to harmony. The answer is yes. And the answer is no. No to anything that does not support that truth. No to anything that does not lift us up and honor who we are. Because we remember that no is a complete sentence, and we stand in the awareness that God is flowing in any moment, in agreement, anytime we choose to love ourselves, anytime we choose to honor ourselves, anytime we choose to heal ourselves. There is nothing opposing God ever. And so we know that the universe is conspiring for us, for our health, for our well-being. That joy fills our experiences. We give thanks in this moment for this community. We give thanks for the love and the light and the commitment here to be in high service. For the dedication to awakening souls and hearts. We give thanks for the opportunities for us to grow. And so we are lifting up this community in this moment as a place of joy and freedom, expanded awareness and wealth, a place where people come. These spaces are filled with people who are transforming and transcending old ways of being. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for every single person here, no matter what experience they're having in this moment, because what we are calling in is love and freedom. Freedom from discord and an opening of the heart. And so I know that we're blessed, and this is a blessing. Grateful, so grateful to simply surrender and let go and allow God to be God. As I release this word into the law, trust it and say, and so it is.